What's up, warriors? You got Dylan here on another Patreon request music reaction video. Tonight's Patreon request comes to me from Rico43, who asked that I react to Harry Chapin, and I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I hope I am, but he wanted me to react to Harry Chapin and his song 30,000 Pounds. But he wanted me to react to Harry Chapin and his song 30,000 Pounds of Bananas. And I've got to admit to you guys, when that first came through, I was skeptical, but as I delved into the information behind it and did my 2-cent research, my curiosity has gotten the best of me. This is a folk rock song by the American singer-songwriter and philanthropist Harry Chapin. The late Grammy-winning and Grammy Hall of Fame inductee has sold over 16 million records worldwide. 30,000 Pounds of Bananas appears on his 1974 album Verities and Balderdash, though it became more popular in its extended live recording from Chapin's 1976 album Greatest Stories Live. The song is based on a true story about an accident in Scranton, PA. Ugh, that makes me sad to know that this terrible thing happened in my state, where a driver lost control of a truck full of bananas that he was delivering. And sadly, the driver passed away from his injuries. Harry wrote about the accident in a poem, and then, according to his widow, Sandy, he put music to it, and a serious poem turned into a tragicomedy performance piece. It is worth mentioning that, unfortunately, in 1981, I believe Harry himself was involved in a terrible and fatal car accident, which is ironic because that's what this song was based upon. And that's just wild to me. Like, it's very sad, the whole thing. I kind of read a little bit on wikipedia.com about the actual story that his song was based on. And I guess a stranger on a Greyhound bus was telling Harry this story, which is how he came up with the poem. I always like to try and figure out how a song is going to sound, especially when I know a little bit of what the context is. But because it's a folk song, and because I know that it's become a fan favorite, I'm guessing that he may have made the story a bit more lively, but I'm really curious to know how he went about doing that. So I'm going to react to Harry Chapin's performance of 30,000 Pounds of Bananas.
It was just after dark when the truck started down the hill that leads into Scranton, Pennsylvania, carrying 30,000 pounds of bananas. Yes, there walked 30,000 pounds. Hit it, Big John. Oh, bananas. He was a young driver, just out on his second job, and the next day faced the truth. For everyone in that cool Scott City where children play without despair in backyards, slack pies, and folks manage to eat each day. About 30,000 pounds of bananas. Yes, there walk 30,000 pounds. Leave it again, Big John. Oh, bananas. I love it. Now you got it from here on out, Hamilton. I want a lot of excitement. I want a lot of audience precipitation. That's the sign that he should have seen. Saint shift the low, gave a $50 find my queen. He was thinking perhaps about the long-breath woman who was waiting at that journey's end. Started down the 2-mile drop, the curving road, and climbed from the top of the hill. He was pushing on through the short 10 miles, wound down to that depot. Just a few more miles to go, then he'd go home and have her ease that long tramp day away in the smell of 30,000 pounds. bullets went through him. His quickness breaks to slow him down, but the pedal board easy without a sound. He said, "Great!" It was funny how he had taken the older man who could save him now. He was trapped inside and in hell's mind, but on his way hunchback to every one of those yellow green. I'm telling you, 30,000 pounds. Do it! There were 30,000 pounds louder.
Playing that guitar.
Well, if Adam ain't the swinging curve, I'm dead into that Steve's grave. And he must have thankful passing must have 90 miles an hour. And he said, God, making a dream. And he rode his last right down. He said, God, making a dream. As he rode his last right down. And he started traveling deep into the cars, but off their feet that won't go down. Through the trees, because of the people. Then he lost his head, and the engine on the tube before he stopped. And he smeared for 400 yards along the hill that leads into Scranton, Pennsylvania. All those 30,000 pounds. You guessed it, upstairs in the cheap seats. You can always count on the cheap seats. Now, despite my growing sense of excitement, that meant I broke a string in the middle of the first half of that song, I can't hide the fact that I did indeed have a lot of trouble ending this song. And if you were here earlier this year, you probably realized there weren't just 3 endings to 30,000 pounds of bananas, there were actually 4. And tonight, in honor of our early return to Hamilton, I plan on doing all 4 endings. I wish you'd help me out on the first ending, because maybe we can persuade the group they like it after all. It went like this. Oh yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. You got it, Hamilton. Here we go. Bananas in Scranton, PA. Bananas. I love it. The only problem is the group, upon hearing that ending, said in perfect unison, Harry? Well, somehow I can always count on everybody participating in that part. For those of you who did come tonight expecting a family show and are horrified to be used to the term sucks, too goddamn bad, folks. At least don't be horrified to use the term sucks, because in this context it has nothing, and I repeat nothing, to do with the biological act performed between consenting or non-consenting adults. It is basically a technical term used in the music business, usually in reference to the Osmonds. So don't worry about it.
Oh, man. Shade all around.
Well, I was devastated about the lack of enthusiasm to my first ending. That's why I hurriedly wrote a second ending, this time in the country and western mode, complete with motherhood drums, on-papa bass, barrel house piano, weeping steel guitars, wailing fiddles, wailing Jennings, and most of all, good old country harmony by the Hamilton Memorial Shit-Kicking Country Choir. Now you'll see your part come on by. Just jump on in. Keep your boots on. A woman walks into a room where her child lies sleeping. Oh, I love it. And when she sees his eyes are closed, she sits there so silently weeping. About 3,000 munchkins in here, and oh, she lives in Scranton, Pennsylvania. She never, ever eats. Do it to me, cheap seats. Now to one of 30,000 pounds. Everybody hyperventilate, hold it on out. Swell as I raise my hand, sing with a lot of harmony, and then cut off clean. Oh, banana. Unfortunately, that did not persuade the group, and once again they said, Harry! Well, you every year get better at that part, though, I'll tell you. Now, this is where the extra ending came in, because I knew I was in trouble. I figured, Chapin, if you can't win with
I did say it right.
like the second ending, or indigenous humor like the first ending, and you don't want to win with disco bullshit no matter what, it left only one other option, a quietly qualitative, understated Caribbean ending with Jimmy Buffetones, complete with hot sun, green coconut palms, blue water, white sandy beach, something like, I'm Chiquita banana, and I'm here to say, little bunch of ripe banana, daylight come and she won't go home. Day-oh, day-oh.
What is happening? I mean, I like it.
Are you gonna tell him or do I have to, boys? Finally, you see the man who told me about it on the bus and went up the hill out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Shrugged his shoulders, shook his head, and he said, and that's exactly what he said. He said, well, it's your right to be something. Just imagine 30,000 pounds up in the air. It never was 30,000 pounds. No flesh that down was. Oh, banana, sing it with me. Oh, banana, louder. Oh, banana, move it up. Oh, banana, up. Oh, banana, faster. Oh, banana, up. Oh, banana. Well, all right, how about that?
Well, he gets an award for having a very interactive, audience participating song. I that was really entertaining, and he did it. Somehow he turned a catastrophic event and made it fun, I guess. Fun, funny. Yeah, everybody was enjoying that, and they were laughing and singing along and participating, and they were goofy. Him, Harry, and his group, his band, they were being goofy and fun and hilarious. Totally not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a bit more somber, but I guess that's the whole idea behind folk music, because it's storytelling. The stories range from really bad to, you know, maybe a silly story, and you put music to it and you got a song. I don't really know much about how they come up with folk music, but or how that originated. So I'm not claiming I do. I've never said I do. I never said I'm a music professional. All I do, I just react to whatever someone asks me to react to and give my thoughts on what I just witnessed. So I am not familiar with Harry Chapin. I'm pretty sure on Wikipedia I did see a song that he was more known for, but I can't remember what it was. But outside of that, which I'm pretty sure I've heard that more known song, outside of that, I'm not familiar with any of his work. I think he was an amazing performer. I just saw him do, what, 4 separate endings to this song, which I don't know, is that something that is normal, like he does that? Is that the way it is in the original recording? I don't know. I'll probably have to find out, unless you guys are nice enough to let me know down in the comments. It almost seemed like he was doing that on command. Like there was no planning behind that, especially the disco funky one the guys did, and he was just kind of like, what are you guys doing? This wasn't part of the plan. But it all sounded really good. And, you know, for such a sad subject matter, again, they made it quite lively and fun. And I think it takes a certain type of magic to be able to do that. And I saw that here in this performance. I think that was a good introduction for me to Harry Chapin, and yeah, I enjoyed it. So thank you, Rico43, for this suggestion. I was wondering how this was going to be and got my answer. I hope you guys enjoyed that reaction. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I hope there's something on here that will make you want to subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me on another Patreon request reaction video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!